everybody, it's yours truly, Chicken Nugget King 313. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 338 subscribers. Like, share, and subscribe. A lot of Lions fans, you could come on through, holla at your boy, and leave your thoughts down below in the comment section as we go. So we're going to be headed on to Week 16 against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but nevertheless, we're going to showcase the stats about yesterday's loss against the LA Rams in LA at SoFi Stadium. And as you know, there was a lot of bogus-ass calls in this game, but through and through, this team needs to pick its head up and fight through that. Fight through that. This is adversity. This is what you get yourself into when you're dealing with the refs, and not only when you're dealing with the refs, but you're dealing with games where you're getting beat out on your own reps. You're dealing with, losing your mental, losing your focus, and having a lot of flags. You can't have that on yourself. You can't. Because if you have that on yourself, you're beating yourself in the game. And we did keep up score. We did get 30-plus points in this game. We did do our thing out there. But we need to finish. We need to finish. That's all we need to do. We need to finish and just win. We don't want to just sit here and be inconsistent. We got to be consistent game in, game out. And I understand that it's not going to be always, peaches and cream for us to make that consistency work out. But it's the NFL. Consistency matter, whether if it's offense, defense, or special teams. We have to be a consistent group. We have to be consistent at all times, 24/7, 365, no matter the team. You needed this game. You definitely did. You definitely needed this game and more. 73% chance with a playoff probability. Now it's down to 40. Last night on SNF, on Sunday Night Football, they were talking about it was 34. Which one is it? 40 or 34? You give me the mathematics on that. But however, we don't want to drop down to 0 and be out of the playoffs. Because this is a huge opportunity game for us coming up, Week 16, with Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me reword that. Super Bowl champion, Pittsburgh Steelers, who won 6 Super Bowl championships, coming into town. We don't need no other losses. We don't need to sit back and, have our heads down. Have our heads up and be dialed in and be ready for the next matchup. But my thoughts on that one call that I hated the most, that really got us, all pissed off and mad and throwing shit at the wall, is, where Parkinson literally didn't even catch the ball. He didn't even catch that ball. That's a no catch. That's incomplete. Knee hits the ground. Like, what are we doing here? Officials need to be fixed. This league needs to fix it. But nevertheless, they're not going to fix it. They're not going to fix the overall issue here. That is officiating. Officiating controls the game. It controls the momentum. Some of you may not get that, but I get it wholeheartedly that when the refs control the momentum, that's when the other team has that momentum to seize the momentum of winning the game. And as you know, LA only had one penalty in that game. One. Just one. Didn't even have a penalty the whole way through. But they had one penalty. One penalty. And so many missed calls, so many blown opportunities to actually fix the problem. We didn't even get a call until Amon-Ra St. Brown got pushed. You know what I'm saying? He had to draw a call to make a call happen. But with that being said, we're going to bring you these stats right here. And we're going to enjoy the stat line to come back for our thoughts about Week 16. Let's go. Within that stat sheet, we had 396 total yards, 320 yards passing from Jared Goff, 25 for 41 with 3 TDs, 70 yards rushing, and we went 5 for 14 on third down efficiency, no turnovers in this game. And the key players for us were Amon-Ra getting 2 touchdowns, as you know, and we need to get David Montgomery more acclimated in the run game. They kept stopping Jahmyr Gibbs. They knew that he was going to get the ball every single time. Because if he gets the ball out the backfield, they're looking to stop him out the backfield. We got to utilize him off like a slot or something so he could be catching the ball. Not just carrying the ball, but catching the ball. Because he can really, affect the game in catching the ball rather than, running the ball. Because he can be, a speedster out the backfield. But once he gets stops, they go over 5 with scoring. They go over 5 of winning the game. They literally have nothing in sync when he gets stopped. So if he gets, in sync and gets the catches out of the backfield, then yeah, we're going to score. We're going to win the game 9 times out of 10 offensively. Because every single player on that field is looking for a chess match to beat. Hell, we even got beat on certain assignments on defense where we should have never got beaten. There was times where Puka Nacua had his way with DJ Reed. And not only he had his way with DJ Reed, but, Devontae Adams, who just had a hamstring injury, he had his way with DJ Reed. Had him out there in a tornado, spinning like 360. And you already know Mike Valente is going to have a field day about this game. Right now on 97 won the ticket. So we need to fix every single thing that went wrong in this game against the Rams and make sure that we get ready for detailed execution and physical in this game, week 16 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. If we don't, we're in trouble. We already know the trenches in the front seven can bring it, but the secondary has to step up. There's no Brian Branch. There's no Kirby Joseph. Step it up. These guys can't do it all. And by the way, Meek is injured. Amik Robertson, number 21, he's injured. Hand injury, to be exact. Ain't no telling if he's going to be playing or if he's not. If 21's out, yeah, we need to count on our depth to step up. Next man up. It's a part of the game of football. But we cannot afford to lose this game right here at home. We can't. With a sold-out crowd at Ford Field, we can't afford this. We can't afford this. I can't afford this. This fan base can't afford this. And speaking of this fan base, they traveled all the way out to LA, 5-hour flight, and they expected a win. If we would have won that game, that would have been 4 consecutive win seasons with Dan Campbell. We would have seen a lot of Lions fans dancing, celebrating, and cheering their ass off like we usually do, because there ain't no party like a Detroit party, because the Detroit party don't stop at all. It goes on and on and on like a freight train. For real, for real. But either way, if we won or lost, this fan base is always going to keep a smile on their face. This fan base is going to always have high energy. This fan base is going to ride or die with this team no matter what. Shout out to Big Sean. Shout out to Donnie Comedy. Shout out to all the Detroiters that were in the building, man. Ned Zeke, I see you. Yeah. New Era Detroit, I see you. Chicken Nugget King sees you, brother. I might need a pair of buffs, even though they're very expensive. I might need it just to look fresh and dapper. But nevertheless, as I continue, man, but Cali is our cousins. Kyron Williams is a cousin of J-Mo. J-Mo is like, hey, we lost the game, but I'm still here to see my fam. That's all that matters. So in this game coming up, we have to get stops. We have to go out there and ball our asses off and win the game. Because we have Minnesota and Chicago up next after this. Week 17 and week 18 really matters. Especially week 18, looking at right now with the Chicago Bears, they went 31-3 against the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett is like closer to getting 22 sacks on the season. That's a record-breaking sack record. And we have to win that game. We have to win that game week 18 if we want that playoff spot. Because they just beat up on the Browns. And we got to get ready for this. We got to be ready for this. We have to be ready for this. We can't just lay down and have people roll over us. We have to stand up and fight. So if we're going to go down swinging, somebody's going down swinging with us. Trust me, I mean that literally. For real, because this ain't over till the fat lady sing. But make sure you give me your comments down below in the comment section. Like, give me your thoughts, literally. And get ready for week 16, because I will be in the building at Ford Field at 425, cheering my ass off with the squad. You know what it is, man. And you should bring the energy too, because this team needs our help. Like, we need every bit of your energy, every bit of your hypeness, every bit of your power, strength, and might in this game to help this team. Because we're a part of the team. We might not have the pads on, we might not have the cleats on, but we have to go out there and play. And oh, by the way, I missed out on a person that I definitely want to shout out to. I want to send a shout out to another fellow Lions fan. Okay? I want to send a shout out to Bushman of FM 98 WJLB, former radio station that he used to work at. Now he's on Mix 92.3. Big shout out to you, because as a kid, I grew up listening to 98. I definitely listened to FM 98. all the time, every time. Hip hop is a big genre of mine. I love it. But sports matters to me because music is music. But I definitely want to send a shout out to that man for following me on IG. That's a big moment, monumental moment for me. Um, as a fan of a fan, I have to say thank you. Really thank you for that. But let's get ready for week 16 and ball out. Let's do it, Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. Chicken Nugget King 313. Hit my theme music.